this can really change your life. All you have to have is the perspective to actually want to do it. Whew. Like always, man, guys, ladies, who's ever watching this, thank you again for supporting. I never say this, I don't tell people subscribe, leave a like, man. All I'm trying to do is make sure people are able to listen, and not just listen but also understand. All right, so today we're having you could say in a sense a special podcast, if you could say this is a podcast, and I'm actually excited for it, right? So today, as you can see right here, we're gonna be going through becoming a life change artist. All right, these are 7 creative skills to reinvent yourself at any stage of life. So I'm gonna try to go over at least the fundamentals of the book. Maybe you could take something in from it, out from it like I did, and then yeah, let's get straight to it. All right, so what we're basically gonna be talking today about is the 4 creative dimensions. All right, so when it comes to life stages, we all have certain stages that we're in. All right, you have the, let's say, creative dilemma, you have the exploring, you have discovering, and then you have integrating. All right, most people get into this, you could say, creative dilemma by life changes, changes in life situations, concerns, change of career, jobs. Everybody goes through it at some point in life. There's not one person that doesn't go through these changes. All right, so when it does come to the book, the reason why it says a life change artist is because they compare how artists live their life, and then how you could implement those aspects that they have into, of course, your daily living. All right, so this topic is definitely for people like me. I am in you could say, the creative dimension right now. I was just recently in the creative dilemma, which is the first stage. All right, okay, fellas, we're gonna start. Ladies, whoever's listening, the first one that we do have, of course, is the creative dilemma. Like I said earlier on, this is the choice to act or not act on a particular tension in our lives. What does that mean? It's the comparison between inaction and action. It's what derives you from doing what you know you have to do, and the choices that you don't take in life, or you do take. This is where most people get stuck in life. This is where the most concerns come in. Oh, what should I change career? Most people just want to change in their life. So this is where they're mostly in, all right? Because they don't know if they should go for it because they're not certain of it, all right? So I was in that creative dilemma back earlier on, but thank God, hopefully it's like that. We're out of it already, all right? We're getting into a new system, a new stage, which is definitely gonna be exploring. Exploring is searching for and experimenting with new directions. This is why I'm doing a podcast. That is why I'm doing content creation. I'm just exploring right now. I want to see how I'm able to implement what I've gotten from my creative dilemma, from exploring, from seeing what's out there. Hopefully I can make a difference. That is my plan. That's where my creative dilemma was in. What's my purpose? What's my meaning? That was my creative dilemma, all right? I didn't know what I wanted to do with myself. I didn't have a purpose. I didn't have nothing to fulfill me in my hard times. Remember, certain circumstances in life come in, so you get stuck. It happens to most people, all right? Most people just don't know which stage they're in. That's why we're having this little talk, all right? Then of course, when you're in the second stage, exploring, is where you actually see, you search for that meaningful purpose. You search for that reason to keep going and strive for what you want in life. The exploration stage is just to make sure that you see around you, you see what you want to do for yourself. You just don't get stuck in one spot, in one place. All right, so the exploring stage, it is very crucial, because that's when you actually get to know not just yourself, but what's around you. So it's crucial to go through the exploring stage. And the third stage that we do have is the discovery. All right, so this one is using the raw material for an exploration to discern what it is meaningful to us. All right, so after the exploring, you discover. All right, you discover what you want to do with yourself. You finally have that ability to see, okay, I'm gonna do this. This is what I want to do with myself. And if it isn't really what you want to do, but in the moment it is, you at least found something new to actually follow through. right? It's creative. The four creative dimensions, they go all around. All right, there's no basis to it. There's no, oh, I'm gonna start in one, then I'm gonna go to two. No, there's no order when it comes to the four creative dimensions. You could literally start in the discovering and then go back into the the first one, which is the creative dilemma, because you're not yet have. And then I'll explain that in the stage 4. But yeah, discovering is when you finally, you finally found that one thing. You, from just exploring, you found that one thing that caught your attention. You found your purpose. You found that job that you wanted. You're in the relationship you wanted to be in. And if you honestly wanted to just get out of a relationship, then this is where the discovering part comes in. You realize, and you say to yourself, I don't want this anymore. And then that's where the 4th stage comes in of the creative dimensions, and that's integrating. All right, this is very crucial, because if you don't integrate it into your life, you're gonna go back into the creative dilemma. This is where most people, again, like I said, get stuck, and we do not want to be stuck there. All right. So the 4th stage, integrating, is combining elements of our past life experiences with what we have with what we have now discovered about ourselves, into new ways of behaving and seeing ourselves. All right. So this is where you finally decide, you're like, okay, yeah, this is what I want to do with myself. This is the path that I want to follow. This is my purpose. This is my meaning. This is my meaning for living. This is what I want to do for my family. This is the job that I want. This is the financial responsibility that I want to take. This is the stocks I want to invest in. This part is when you finally, after doing the 3 stages, you finally find yourself, and then again you implement those stages. Whatever fulfills you. It could be anything. The creative dilemma does not. The 4 dimensions of creativity, they don't have a let's say, like I said earlier, on a basis. It could be for the smallest things, and it could be for the biggest things. These 4 dimensions is what most artists do. Painters, you have Da Vinci, you have Galileo, you have all those people, and then they use these statements, these 4 dimensions, to make a new life out of painting. All right, it wasn't just, oh, I like this, and no, they went through the 4 stages, back to the first one, back to the 3rd, back to the 4th, whatever it is. All right, so out of this, of course, there's 4 dimensions. This is what gives you the basis. This is what you choose. You could be in any stage, like I said earlier on. All right, like I said, I started in the 1st stage because I didn't know what I wanted for myself. I did earlier on, but of course, like I said, life changes. All right, circumstances do come in, and then that's where you have to act. That's why I said inaction against action. In the exploring stage, make sure you look around. Don't just stay in one place. If you have to travel, take a vacation and see what's out there, and do it. All right, if you want a new relationship, maybe download a dating app. Explore what's out there. All right, for the 3rd one, just make sure, which is discovering, that you finally have to explore and you found the one thing. Just make sure that you stick with that. And if you don't, of course, there's always other things that you can do. But remember, once you discover, either you go back to the 1st, which is the creative dilemma, or you go back to the exploring if you don't like what you have discovered. It differentiates. All right, and then for the 4th, I think is honestly the most one of the most crucial ones, because after all of that time that you spent on just trying to find yourself, finding the one thing that actually works for you, this is where you finally put it into place. This is where you finally decide for yourself, okay, again, this is what I want to do. This is what I'm going to do with myself. And then I'm going to just, stick to it. So finally, with all that saying, guys, I do believe that these four creative dimensions do help a lot if you implement them in your life. I have. I've started to, I've started learning about these things earlier on, but I did want to put it out there so you guys do realize that this can really change your life. All you have to have is the perspective to actually want to do it. Please, if you're stuck, trust me, send me a message, whatever you have to do, comment, whatever, and I'll try to reply, and I'll help you out with the 4 creative dimensions. I'll help you out with what stage I think you're in. I'll try to, I'll try to answer the best I can. All right, I'm new to this, and basically, guys, hopefully this did help, because I love this topic. That's why I put it out there. That's why it didn't even take me one more day to make another video, because I think this video, and if it doesn't reach a lot of people, I'll most likely do it again, but in a better way. All right, But again, guys, I just want to give you thanks for watching. Remember, anything you do after this, just make sure you're not just listening, but you're also understanding. Try to implement these little aspects into your life. Try to find out where you are in life. And then, again, guys, remember what this is. This is a road to success. All right? This is where we actually try to implement those little aspects of life, and then we go forward with it. All right? Like always, guys, stay blessed and banga.